What's up guys, Who's07 here, and today I've got a video from the Division Beta, and I'm talking about the Dark Zone. I'm going to go over all the details you need to know about the Dark Zone, and specifically how do you get loot out of the Dark Zone, since it's a little confusing, and when you first come into the game, not everyone I think is going to know what to do. So, first off, it's important to know that the Dark Zone is a PvP, that's player versus player area, so other humans can kill you and you can kill them, so you need to be careful going into the Dark Zone. And if you're killed in the Dark Zone, you drop all of your loot. It becomes public and anyone can come and pick it up. So what you want to do is look for encounters, and you can see I found one right here. There's some humans actually fighting some of these NPCs. So you can fight other humans or you can fight NPCs, and typically NPC enemies will spawn around the landmarks. So if you are running and you're trying to find someone, go to the landmarks, and that's a good place to find some people. So after you kill some people, you may get some loot. You can see that I've got some green loot here on the ground that I'm going to pick up in just a second. When you pick it up, your inventory will go to 1 of 6, if you see on my backpack, and now I've got like a little bag, a little yellow bag on the bottom of my backpack. So you can only hold 6 items, but you can't take them out of the Dark Zone with you. This guy's going to attempt to kill me, I'm not sure why, so I'm going to actually kill him and collect the bounty. I'll talk more about that later, but you can see now that I have 3 of 6 contaminated items in my backpack. And if you go to your inventory screen, you can see that more up close. You can actually see what the specific items are. But basically what we have to do is extract these items. We can't just take them out the door. So the video is going to speed up a little bit because I got a lot of running to do, but basically what you need to do is find an extraction zone on your map. There'll be several extraction zones, and you can go to any one. At the extraction zone, you can actually hold X to shoot a flare, which is going to signal in a helicopter to come and pick up your items. Now, anyone, it's important to know that anyone can call in an extraction. So you, someone in your party, a random, any person can call in an extraction, and any person can put their bags on the helicopter. It'll only accept the first 5 bags, though, so you need to be careful. You want to make sure, if you call in your extraction, that you actually get to use it. So what you need to do is run to the extraction area and call it in, or if one is already on its way because someone else has called it in, that's fine. But you'll have to wait 1 minute and 30 seconds. So it's a good idea to just hide, because in the extraction zones, these are big PvP areas, and people like to DM in here because then you'll drop your loot and they can pick it up and get it. So I just like to kind of run around, as you can see. I like to just kind of keep hiding. I like to check and see if enemies are going to DM in here, because they sometimes there's been plenty of times I've just been waiting. There's been 5 seconds left and someone has run up and killed me, and it's quite frustrating. So you can see I'm being a little cautious here, but basically what you want to do is wait the 1 minute and 30 seconds for the chopper to drop down its rope, and then once the chopper drops down its rope, you can go over and attach your items to the rope, and then they will be extracted. So you see that's going to happen here in just a second. I've only got 3 seconds left to wait, and now here comes the rope, and I can run over and attach my bags. And you'll see that this guy attaches his bags as well, even though he didn't call it in. So anyone, like I said, can take advantage of that. And now we just have to wait a few more seconds for the helicopter to leave, and after the helicopter leaves, you'll see that it will say that my gear has successfully been extracted. We'll see that here on the screen right now, that it says extraction departing. So there you have it, extraction complete, and there are my 3 items. Now, another kind of confusing thing, it says right here you can find them in the stash, but another confusing thing was kind of exactly where do we get those items now. So what you need to do is go to any stash, that's at the base of operations or the hub, wherever you have a stash, and go to the extracted tab, and there you go. There's my 3 items, and I can pick them up. And now I can head over to a vendor, I can sell them, I can equip them, I can do whatever I want. That's the only way that you can get loot out of the Dark Zone. You can't carry it out the gate with you, it has to be extracted, for story reasons, because it's contaminated, and you'll have to do it that way, so that way it can be decontaminated or anything. Alright, now let's talk about the PvP aspect of the Dark Zone. So here we are again, I'm going to be going back into the Dark Zone, and this time we're going to talk about how it works player versus player. So you will have red skulls on your minimap, and red skulls indicate a rogue agent. You go rogue by intentionally attacking other players, so you have to hit another player with a bullet like 3 or 4 times before you actually go rogue. So just kind of like accidentally clipping an enemy, that happens all the time with bullets. It'll mark them as red though, so don't be afraid if they're marked as enemy. You'll see the red skull with that counter, so you can see they've got 38 seconds, 37 seconds, and that's how much time is left to claim their bounty before they cease being a rogue agent. So if you see one of these skulls, you can attempt to kill those players and collect an XP and Dark Zone funds bounty on them. So that's why you see I'm following these guys around trying to kill them. And I'm actually going to down this guy right here, but I don't actually get the kill. A well-placed grenade right behind that bag is gonna kill him. But now you'll notice that when I run over, I start shooting his buddy, who I thought had a red skull, but his buddy did not have a red skull. And so on accident, I became a rogue agent. And you can see everyone else immediately ganged up on me, and I died as rogue. So when you die as rogue, you take a penalty, you lose XP, and you lose Dark Zone funds, and you have to wait 30 seconds before you can spawn in. Now, however, a quick note, though, is that if you survive your bounty, so if you have a bounty on your head and you survive, you actually are able to get some Dark Zone XP and funds. So if you want to, you can attempt to try and get a bounty on your head and then keep it, but it is pretty hard to do because a lot of people are going to gang up on you pretty quick, if you have a bounty on your head. Now, one more important note is, like I mentioned before, if you die in the Dark Zone and you have loot, you will drop your loot and other people can pick it up. So be careful, especially around the extraction zones, and watch out for groups of people. Typically, if someone's a rogue agent, that means that they're with a group of people, they're partied up and they're just going around DMing. So I've encountered it a lot of times, so just be careful so that you're not ganged up on and, killed over and over again. And watch those shots. If you don't want to have a bounty on your head, make sure that you're checking your shots, you're not shooting anyone. And if you shoot someone, make sure you run away or something, or give the salute. You can do emotes by holding down on the D-pad, but make sure that you are checking your shots, because if you take a couple shots, you won't be marked as rogue. But if you take I think like more than 3 or 4, you're going to be marked as rogue, and that's going to be bad because then everyone is going to come up and kill you. So. There you have it. That's how the Dark Zone works in the Division Beta. That's how you get your gear. That's how you collect bounties. That's how you go rogue. So that should be all the information you need to know about the Dark Zone. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a question in the comment or tweet me at Huso7 and I'll try to answer them. But that's all I got for today for this video. Be sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date on all my Tom Clancy's Division Beta footage that I'm going to have coming on my channel today. Thanks so much for watching.